In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tackle is made after the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that pass is intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on second down after the short completion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The short hands, it's Angulo. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
Nah, the running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't full. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. That nifty. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Tar Heel! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his potential.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Angulo. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the lead.
This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. Can't get him to the ground. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one.
He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page with the
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rasmussen. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Now set up in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead of him around the inside.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Velez. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Finds his man. It's Angulo. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Well, after that last completion, the clock's still running. You've got no timeouts. You got to go. We got tempo. We need to get this 1st down. We got to then get lined up again, either spike it and push the ball vertically down the field. There is no time to waste.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. He's going up top here late in the game. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this to lock things up late. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Fellas, we have a high ball game here in the 4th. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Good timing on the quick out. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's blocked. Got a hand on it in OT. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
It'll be a draw. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.